What is going on, everybody? Yes, yes, that's right. No hat, no hat today. Hey, I just wanted to touch base. There's a few pieces of news that have come out the last couple of days, and I just wanted to hit on that. I know I haven't been posting videos for the last probably 2 or 3 days. Real life has taken hold and had to deal with that first. But I had a few minutes, and I just wanted to sit down and talk about a couple things that were bothering me. Number one, there is a judge in Illinois. Her name is Judge Sharon Johnson Coleman, who was appointed by Barack Obama, and she hails from the fine state of Illinois, which is a blue state, as we all know. But she just ruled that illegal immigrants can carry guns in the United States. So the problem I have with that is there has been a uptick in violence in the United States, especially in the blue states, and especially coming from the illegal immigrants that have been coming across from various countries. And a lot of these immigrants are straight from the prisons, or they're gang members, or something to that effect. A lot of them are. A lot of them. Some of them aren't, but a lot of them are. And so, by this judge ruling that they can now carry guns, I think is a big. I think it's a security issue if you're a civilian, and it's a security issue in the United States. I just don't know if I agree with that ruling. It seems like if you want to be able to carry guns in the United States, first step would be, at least citizenship, and then you can carry a gun. First off, you should come here and try to live and make your living peacefully, and then be considered for weapons after that. So, I'm not a big fan of that judgment, and I don't think that that's right. What else is in the news? There is a study that shows that Google has interfered in U.S. elections 41 times. And I've always said that the powers that be, the tech companies that be, and that would be, Facebook, YouTube, Google, and there's maybe a few others out there. You know, they're in cahoots in one way or another with the government. The government, is asking them or telling them what kind of narrative that should be put out there, what kind of information should be made available, and that sort of thing. I've always said that, but there's a study, and you're going to have to look that up. I might make another video later to try to hone in on that. But it looks like a new study confirms Google, the gorilla in the room regarding internet searches, has interfered in American elections 41 times in recent years. So I'm not surprised about that, but that's something that needs to be looked into. Just know that if you use Google, or if you use YouTube, or if you're on Facebook, the information that they're going to show you is going to be in line with mainstream media. It's going to be in line with what the Dems want you to see. And if you want to be sheeple, then go ahead and only look using those sources. But I would recommend maybe using other sources and try to gain information outside of the box and see what you come up with. And I think some of you will be surprised. There's another one. So it was a big deal not too long ago. In fact, just recently, the word bloodbath has been like huge on the mainstream media. They're saying that Trump is using the word bloodbath like he's going to, you know, uh, create a bloodbath once he gets into power. When in reality he was just talking about the auto industry. If the Chinese want to put up a giant manufacturing facility in Mexico, and they think that they're going to just build cars, and you know we're going to take all the cars that they build, using their cheap Mexican labor, then uh, President Trump says wrong. If you do that, we're going to put a tariff or a tax of 100% on every car that is pushed into the United States in order to curb that. Because if he doesn't do that, it's going to be a bloodbath in the auto industry. The city of Detroit and other areas, there's other states that are heavy into automaking. If the Chinese do that, then it's going to be a bloodbath regarding uh, U.S. employment and and that's not good. So anyway, there is a piece that was just written. It's called "Gloves Off." Democrat Tennessee state senator calls for riots after Republican lawmakers pass pro-police bill. So there's a there's a video collage running around, and it shows. I have to get a hold of that, but it shows basically a montage of all of the Democrats basically inciting violence. And I guess it's okay for them to do that, but the minute Trump even says a word like bloodbath, even though it's in a different context, they are trying to hold that against him and make the public at large feel like he is going to be a warmonger once he gets in office. When we all know that in his previous 4 years as president, there wasn't even a war. So we don't war when president is in office. So I call BS on that, and I call BS on any. If you are a representative of our country, or of a state in our country, or of a city in a state in our country, and you call for violence because you don't like a bill that's been passed, then you shouldn't be in office. And that's just my opinion on that. Let's see what else we got here. This one's kind of a cool one. So there's a narrative that's been floating around over election fraud. President Trump definitely feels like in 2020 there was a good number of shenanigans happening, and it cost him the election. And there's a good portion of Americans that feel the same way. The left is continually trying to suppress the information that comes out of that. And just now, the New York Times declared that MAGA is winning the war over the election fraud narrative. So what's going on with that is, there's a good portion of the population in the United States, and a lot of people say it's half, but I think it's more like 70%. Just stop listening to the news. So the further that we get into this election year, the further that we get into any year, I think less and less people are paying attention or listening to what's being said on mainstream media. I think the public at large pretty much knows that 90% of what's been said is either BS or it's taken out of context. Just like the bloodbath thing that's happening right now, which brings me to the next piece that I saw online today, and it is called "The Bloodbath Hoax is Backfiring." Median ratings will plunge, so will Joe Biden's poll, and there's a video attached to that. And that just, I don't think I need to re-hit on this, but if you are if you don't believe that President Trump said the word bloodbath in a different context, I recommend that you at the very least, go see the actual video from beginning to end. He was speaking at a rally in Ohio, and he was talking about the auto industry. So, and regarding the auto industry, there's going to be a bloodbath if China makes big plants in Mexico, and if cars are built there instead of here in the United States, there's going to be a bloodbath regarding employment. And so, anyway, just use your own eyeballs. Don't listen to me. Just do that yourself. Another thing, so I'm a big football fan, and actually, I'm a huge Cincinnati Bengals fan, and I love Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. And there is a commentator that's on, I forget what network he's on. He's on a big one. It might be ESPN. I'm not sure. Stephen A. Smith. And you know what? He rubs me the wrong way all the time. First of all, he's pro-Democrat, which bothers the heck out of me, with some of his points of view. And second of all, he's always coming down hard on Joe Burrow. He doesn't keep Burrow up in the top 3 quarterbacks in the league like I would hope that he would. But anyway, he basically calls it as he sees it, and you got to respect him for that at least. and he knows about the lawfare that's being used against President Trump. And President Trump had asked Joe Biden, well, just debate me then. You know what? Forget about the lawfare. Forget about all this bogus, um, indictments that you're throwing against me. Forget about all that. Let's just go head to head, mano a mano, and have this out. Let's do a debate. If you're going to beat me by beating me. Don't beat me by, uh, you know, mocking me on all the mainstream media. Don't lie about me in mainstream media. Don't use lawfare against me. Don't do all these things. Just debate me. And there's a really good video from Stephen A. Smith, and I would look that up and find it. It's late. The title for that video is "The High Price of Democrats' Anti-Trump Lawfare," and man, is it good. I think he hits a nail right on the head. He's just like he thinks a little bit like me in the respect that, you know what, just fight me head on. If you're going to beat me by your policies. Have your policies be better than mine. Have your track record be better than mine, and just stop all the nonsense. Let's just play fair. So those are the few items that I had, and that's about it. I do want to say that, what, regardless of your political affiliation, it doesn't matter if you're Democrat, doesn't matter if you're Republican, or if you're other. I think that we should all vote on policies and stop voting on the people. What's going on with President Trump is he was a good president for 4 years. Our economy was up. We had no wars. Life was good. It really was good. And you have to really think back and remember, how that went. At the tail end of his tenure, we did have the whole COVID thing, and the Dems decided to try to lock down the United States, and that stunted our economy, which had nothing to do with what Trump was doing. We're actually on the upswing. And anyway, my point is, vote for policies. Don't vote for the people or for the person. With all the mudslinging that's happening these days, it's really hard to make heads or tails of what the truth is. But if you just do some research, basic research, find out what policies are involved with each individual, and vote for the one that has the best policies. Presidents are going to come and go every 4 years. There's a new election. Some of them last 4 years, some of them last 8 years, and then it's on to the next. So vote for the policies that last forever, and do it that way. And that's all I got to say. Peace out. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm going to try to work on the length of this video because I know it's long. But do like, subscribe, follow. My family will appreciate it. And let me know what your thoughts are on any of these pieces that I mentioned today. Thank you.